Alright, this is the last video I make about this topic. So yeah, this one I took from the IGCSE past year paper, which is 060623 October November 2013. Alright, so in these questions, I is a unit vector due east and j is a unit vector due north. Basically, the question trying to say something like something like if oops, okay, I guess I have to change. Okay, the question trying to say something like I means like one I that means is like 1 units to the east. So if I say 3I, that means 3 units to the east. So 1J, that means 1 unit to the north. So if I say 10J, that means 10 units to the north. Alright, this is just some idea about that sentence. Alright, then okay, just let me add one more layer before I accidentally erase it. Right, so at time t equals 0, boot A leave the origins and travel with the velocity. So this is velocity of the boot A. It will be 2i and 4j. I write in the column vector. Of course, you can still write like 2i plus 4j. It's the same thing. And at the time t equals 0, the boot B will leave the point with the position vector negative 21i plus 22j and travel with the velocity. So I know the velocity of a boot B with 5i plus 3j. Alright, and then at the same time, I also know the position vector of the boot B is given. Is negative 21i plus 22j. And I also know the position vector of the boot A because the question says leave the origin. So position vector is 0, 0. Alright, so so make sure you understand their position vector. And then for first part, the question asks you to write down the position vector of boot A and boot B after t hour. Because this one is start from the t equals 0, so after t hour, that means that the question asks you to write down some sort of formula. Right, so so I will do something like this. Position vector. Just make sure you don't write short form in the exam. Okay, position vectors of boot A. It's very easy. So I say always write your original position. This original position is 0, 0 plus the new position vector, which is velocity multiplied with time. So your velocity is given, which is 2, 4, and multiplied with time is just t. Alright, so of course I will simplify it like this is 2t and 4t. Alright, if you write in the I and j term, this one is basically it's just like 2ti plus 4tj. You can do this if you want to write in this pattern. Alright, so same thing if the position vector of boot B. First is the original position. First mean the at the t equals 0, the original position, which is negative 21 and 22. And the particle going to move, right, means the boot will going to move. So you remember velocity multiple time. So the velocity itself is 5, 3. Time is just t. So I group them together will become negative 21 plus 5t and 22 plus 3t. Or if you write in an I term, you can write something like negative 21 plus 5t. Make sure you do the bracket I plus 22 plus 3t j. Okay, both is correct, but I prefer the first method because look, I mean the overall actually look more simple. Of course, if you write like this, you have to know the top actually represents I, the bottom one actually represents j. Okay, alright, so we done the first part. Okay, then for the second part, the question asks you to show that A and B are 25 km apart when t equals to 2. So this one basically you will need to find the distance when t equals to 2, and you will need to show that their distance is 25. So Yes, so of course I will substitute the 2 into it first. So if I substitute a 2 into it, part 2, okay, when t equals to 2, so yeah, position vector of A, so I write like this, position vector of A, it will be substituted 2 into t here, so you get 4 and 8. Alright, and then I will have position vector of B, when I substitute a 2 into it, so it will be negative 21 plus 10. Alright, 5, 2 is 10, so it will be negative 11. Okay, it's 22 plus 6, so it will be 28. Alright, so I hope you understand about this one. Okay, of course in the exam you have to show the examiner you substitute 2 into it, but then over here I just want to like save some time. Alright, then in order to find the distance, in this case, because I and z basically is same idea with x and y. Alright, so yeah, I can use the distance formula, which is something like x1 plus x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square. Yeah, some reference book write x2 minus x1. It doesn't matter. Just to tell you it's two different coordinates. So in this case, if you want to, yeah, I will need to show the distance is 25. You just imagine x is basically I and z is basically is z. So in order to get the distance, I use x minus x. So it will be 4 minus negative 11 square plus y minus y. So it will be 8 minus 28 square. Now I got a square here. This is just a formula. Alright, so yeah, then you can easily get this one. This is 15. 15 square is 225. Plus this 20. 20 square will be 400. So 625. So you will get 25. Because square root of 625 is 25. Then you write short. Yeah, because the question just asks you to show that they are 25 can apart when t equals to 2. So I already show they are 25 can apart. It's quite simple to get the 3 mark. And then the last part. Okay, the question asks you to find the length of the time for A and B. They are less than 25 km apart. Okay, this question is 5 mark and it is a bit tricky. So the question asks you to find the length of time. That means they ask you to find how long when the particle of B is less than 25 km apart. So I know t equals to 2, the particle will be 25 km. Because I guess the particle is something like this. Here is they are 25 km apart. And then from here onward, their distance is less than 25 already, obviously. And then they will cross over, and at the end, they will still get 25 here. So the question trying to say is, how long is the time here? They are less than 25 km apart. Okay, so in order to understand this one, I know at the beginning, when t equals to 2, they are 25 km apart. And then I just need to find when actually the particle will be 25 again. And then I find out the time, and then I use this time minus t equal to 2, then I can easily get my time. Alright, so yeah, so the idea over here is I will do d equals distance equals to 25 km, and then I solve this one. I should be able to get 2 time 1 and time 2. And I believe one of it is 2, which is this one will be rejected because this is not what we want, and then I will get the second answer. So this one will be my basic idea. So in order to do this, so I will show it at the bottom there. Okay, so yeah, just let me erase this one first. Okay, let me use back the yellow color. Okay, this is part 3. So I will say the distance equals to 25. And then I will use the distance formula, of course. But then in this case, I will not substitute t equal to 2. I will not substitute t equal to 2 into the position vector. So in order to find the distance, so I will use the position vector over here with the t. So I will use this one and this one. And then of course I will apply the distance formula. So you just assume this one minus this one. Alright, so it will be something like 2t minus this one. Okay, so it'll be minus negative 21 plus 5t square plus 4t, or minus this one. So 4t minus 22 plus 3t square. The bracket here is very important because the negative actually is not for 22 only. The negative is for both, alright? So remember to multiply the negative into both when you solve this one. And I do not like the square root over here, so I'll move the square root to the other side. It will become 25 square, which is 625. Alright, then I will solve this one. This one basically it will be 2t. It will be 2t plus 5t. So I should write 7. Sorry, it's not plus, it will be minus. Okay, this is 2t minus 5t is negative 3t. This one is positive 21. So I say 21 minus 3t square. Alright, this one will do the same. This is 4t minus 3t. So get left a t here minus 22 square. Alright, then of course I will need to expand this one. This one should be 441 and plus 6 will be plus, it's not plus, it's a minus, is minus 2ab. 2 times negative 6 will be negative 126t. Okay, so it will be 1, oops, so let me change the other color. Let me change back the color because some technical problem here. So yeah, so it will be minus 126t plus 9t square when I expand this one. So I expand this one also. This one will be t square minus 44t plus 22 square will be what? What is 22 square will be 484. 484. And then move the 625 to the other side, with minus 625 equals to 0. Okay? Yeah. Because not enough space, I'm going to erase here to get more space here. Okay? Equals to 0. And then I will need to solve this one. So I solve t square first. 9t square and t square will be 10t square because they are plus together. And t first. Negative 126t minus this one will be minus 170t. Right, so solve the t. And then of course I will solve the number. So it will be 441 plus 484 minus 625. So it will be plus positive 300 equals 0. Because number is very big, so I will divide 10 for the whole equation. Divide 10, and then divide 10. And this number is consider small, and then I will factorize this one to get my t value. This is t squared is t times t. In order to get 17, 30 I will use 15 times 2. Both is minus. So over here, t I will get 15. This one t I will get 2. 2 just now I said I will reject the 2 here because it's given just now. When t equal to 2, you will get 25 km. Another one, t is 15. This is what we want. But then the question asks you like, what is the length of the time? So in order to find the length of the time, so what I will do over here is I will use 15 minus 2. Because from 2 hour to the 15 hour, the particle should be less than 25 km. So it will be 13 hour. Alright, so yeah, the last part is quite tricky. Yeah, because the question asks you to find the length of the time for which A and B are less than 25 km apart. So you just imagine they are start calculate when they are 25 km first, then only they become lesser and lesser. Yeah, you cannot like calculate the yeah. Actually, if you want to understand this one better, you basically you can sketch out their velocity, then you can understand this one better. Yeah, because how I know this diagram, right? Because a lot of students might ask how I know this diagram. So in order to like make you understand about this one, yeah, before I end this video, I will spare some time to explain about this one. I mean, let you able to visualize it. So yeah, let me erase this one very fast. Okay, now I show you the whole idea of it. That's mean Okay, first I will get their velocity, because velocity is the speed with the direction. So this is 2, 4. So I assume the velocity of A, because I just want to show you a direction, I'm not going to do calculation again. 2, 4 is something like 2 and 4. Let's say this is 2, that's 4. This is a direction of A. Okay, then for velocity of B, the question says 5, 3. So 5, 3, that means they will move 5 and 3. Something like this. So this is the direction of B. Okay, I'm going to write velocity of B and velocity of A here. Okay, then then you need to see the, okay, this is origin. Particle of A actually use the 2, 4 over here. So okay, so let's say 2 and 4. Okay, this is particle A, so velocity of A is moving like this. And then for the B is located as negative 21i, 22j. Oh my god. Yeah, not enough space here. Just let me sketch the thing out. Sorry. Okay. 21i, 22j. 21, negative 21, 22. Yeah. B will be somewhere there. I think I sketched this one again. Okay, just assume B is somewhere here. Okay, here will be negative 21 and here will be 22. Okay, and then B is moving like this, 5, 3, isn't it? And then A is from here, is moving like this, 2, 4. Okay, this is with the direction. Oops. So with the directions over here, so just imagine this is something to do with 2, 4, and direction over here will be 5, 3. So because of that, because both A and B, they're moving like this, so at the end they're going to meet somewhere. Yeah, obviously at the beginning their distance should be more than 25. Yeah, so the particle itself, they will continue moving until certain part they will intersect. If you see the things like this, until certain part they will intersect. So that's why they form something like this. And then when t equal to 2 mean they move until certain time, their distance over here basically is 25 km. And then after that they will less than 25 km. After they meet already, and then they will become further and further to each other. And at somehow they will be 25 km again. That's why I understand about this concept based on the diagram. Alright. Anyways, if you see the question look like this, less than 25 km apart, first thing coming to your mind is always make the distance equals to 25 and find out your t value. And then use the bigger t values minus the smaller t value. Yeah, just understand like this, it will make your life easier. Okay, anyways, that's all for this video. I hope you can enjoy this video and you can fully understand about this topic, because this topic is quite hard compared to those relative velocity which ask you to calculate the river case or something like plane case, the aeroplane or something like that. Alright, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyways, if you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this video, you can share and give me a thumb up. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.